Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to talk social history and museums. So social, we have social media, social distancing, social isolation. What words do you associate with social history in museums? For me, it's about how people as collectives and as individuals relate to each other and how we can use good two-way conversations to learn more about each other and to be less ignorant about each other. Whose history are we telling? So curating social history is no longer just about collecting objects of the people, but ensuring that all parts of our community are able to be involved in storytelling. That you need to understand the historical makeup of past communities as well as those of your present communities. We have to, as curators, look quite hard and notice these things. And when we notice them, we ought to comment on them. So we shouldn't make assumptions about past based on how things are today. And while all of these material remains are relevant, what is it that we can actually, say about them and interpret them in a way that maybe reveals something that a scene like this on its own cannot? So what kinds of things make up tangible and intangible heritage? It's the things that people are doing. It's their activities, seasonal customs, music, dance, storytelling. Our museums can't do everything. We can't recreate the past. My method of approaching this is very much a less is more approach, that sometimes fewer exhibits that are more tightly tied together can leave a greater impact, particularly on people's memories of what they've seen. Part of what we're doing here is providing space in our museums to highlight those shared experiences, but in different ways. Whose diversity are we representing? We may not be able to easily use the stuff we've already got to represent the people who are excluded. Inevitably, there are things that we may not have thought about, I may not have thought about. And the more we have these conversations and the more you involve other people, the better it will be. Again, as a curator, I'm interested in what are people talking about now? What's getting people angry? What is getting people concerned? And museum ethics really set apart museums from other kinds of cultural or, say, artistic institutions, using the stories that the museum has to either update them, make them better, make them more inclusive, or bring new stories into the museum and out again. How can we ensure that this is an equitable relationship and it's not just the museum taking, but also giving back?